All right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakak Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This article is from the NewYorkTimes.com. The headline reads, it says, Stephen Miller offers a strong man's view of the world. It says, President Trump's trusted advisors casting his hard right gaze abroad, saying the world must be governed by force. See that? The force of the sword. Okay? The world must be governed by force. All right? Woe unto the earth and the inhabitants thereof, right? Because, hey, they're coming down on everybody. This is a time of trouble. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. All right? Woe unto the world. The world must be governed by force. All right? This is Trump's right-hand man, right? Therefore, Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? And this reminded me, all this stuff that's going on with ICE right now, which we're going to get back into, right? Reminded me what he said at that CK, inauguration or whatever the hell that was, right?
Defeat us, you cannot slow us, you cannot stop us, you cannot deter us. We will carry Charlie and Erica in our heart every single day and fight that much harder because of what you did to us. You have no idea the dragon you have awakened. You have no idea how determined we will be to save this civilization. You cannot
Hey, you have no idea the dragon you have awakened, right? Hey, read the room, right? It's all the spirit. You know, I brought this out the other day from the Epoch Times. ICE announces historic 120% increase in manpower, right? Let's go into that real quick, man. All right? Because these armies, these militias, these armies that they're preparing against, the so-called American people are here. All right, Isaiah 10:5, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger and the staff in their hand is my indignation. It's going to be the wrath of the Lord. All right, behind these devils. All right. Verse 6, I will send him against a hypocritical nation. All right, you tribes. And against the people of my wrath, I will give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire in the streets, man. All right. Civil war is coming, man. Okay? Hey, Ephesians 5 and 16 or 15, redeeming the time because the days are evil. You have to be wise in these times, man. All right? They're getting ready to come after everybody. We've been telling you this for years. All right? It's happening now.
As cops, we're responsible for every single round that leaves our weapon.
Eric Ballier is a 25-year career federal agent who most recently oversaw use of force investigations for Homeland Security Investigations, or HSI. We asked him what to make of the tactics used by federal agents in the fatal Minnesota shooting.
In my 25 years, I've done hundreds of vehicle stops. If someone is fleeing, that is not a justification for the use of deadly force.
In this moment, the officer crosses in front of the vehicle. He opens fire on the driver, 37-year-old Renee Good. The government says the officer shot the driver in self-defense.
She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle, and she attempted to run a law enforcement officer over.
But the footage tells a different story. In this clip, we see Good waving cars by, and one car drives past her stopped vehicle.
Like they're somewhat impeding the ICE guys, although you did see the SUV drive around them.
Next, officers exit the car and approach Good's vehicle.
Right out of the gate, it's escalatory in nature. And then the agent with the black mask reaches for the driver's side door handle to try to open it. From the video, like the reverse lights are on.
From this other video angle, we can see that the officer has already crossed in front of the car. He's holding a cell phone.
They're trying to essentially take some sort of recording or photograph of the driver to show or identify her as a antagonist to their enforcement operations. What he does is cross in front of and stay in front of a occupied running vehicle. You should not be intentionally putting yourself in front of a vehicle unless absolutely necessary. And with a cell phone in his left hand, he draws his pistol with his right hand, and in a very quick succession, rattles off 3 rounds.
Under the Department of Homeland Security's use of force policy, firearms may not be discharged solely to disable a moving vehicle, and shooting at a moving vehicle is tightly restricted.
So my training was that you cannot use deadly or lethal force solely to stop a fleeing vehicle. Do you have another option other than pulling the trigger?
The Trump administration maintains the agent opened fire to avoid being run over, but the direction of the tires appears to be facing away from the officer to the right. There's still a dispute as to whether the officer was grazed or struck by the Honda. He continues to fire even after moving out of the way of the vehicle.
If she is intentionally trying to hit that agent or officer, those tires are pointed in the opposite direction, and the vehicle's trajectory after the shots would be continuing to the left.
After 3 shots, the car veers away.
Oh my God!
According to Ballier, both the officer's gunfire and the car accelerating could have put agents and the surrounding crowd of bystanders in danger.
These are all factors that law enforcement officers have to weigh before pulling the trigger.
Yeah, so she wasn't no threat. All right, but hey, this is the start to rile people up. All right, great evils are coming. Okay, 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14. 2 Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, again. All right, the world must be governed by force. This is the energy. This is the spirit. All right, that this devil is coming with. All right. You've awakened. You have no idea the dragon you awakened. They're coming with their forces, their armies. All right, it's here. All right, second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings, their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, martial law. Okay, civil unrest, civil wars, clashing in the streets. Okay, a man should desire to go into a city and should not be able, for because their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. Okay, this shit is about to escalate. Okay, this is the beginning of many stories to come. All right, you know. ICE agents just going to have, as we read Isaiah the 10th chapter, all right, he gave the Assyrian, which the Assyrian today would be the Edomite, he gave him charge. Okay, we told you for years that these devils were waiting for this moment to lose their goddamn minds. It's about to happen. All right, Jacob's trouble, bro. Great evils, a time like no other. Okay. 2 Ezra 15:19. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right?
The storm is here. When we come, one, we go all. No one can stop what is coming. Get here, guys. We need you in Minnesota. These people are fucking terrorists.
Patriots, get out of here. We need the backup. And all you liberal commie motherfuckers, keep your hands to yourself or you're gonna get hurt today, alright? We executed one of you yesterday. We executed one of you yesterday. You understand that? We executed one of you yesterday. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt.
Yeah, so this guy is definitely a agent provocateur. As you see, he got the whole ICE behind him. And what did he say? They executed this woman. All right, that's what he was saying. He's talking about this video here. The ICE executed this chick. All right, this is the time we in, man. Again, Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. All right, a time of hate, a time of war. Okay, this is the sword of the Most High. Revelation 6:4. And then went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, man. All right, that spirit is in the air. All right, it's going down. Okay, I saw one of the brothers was talking about they going door to door. I had to look it up. That's the time we in, man. Right? It says hours after U.S. citizen shot dead by ICE, J.D. Vance says door-to-door operations are coming. All right? They should be like madmen sparing none. Right? It is starting to look disturbingly like Germany in the 1930s. Right? Heavy, man. We didn't even got to read that. We know what time it is. Right? You see, and where they going to be at? In Jake neighborhoods. All right? Here's some more news. ICE, inside ICE's tool to monitor phones in entire neighborhoods, man. All right? This is how this devil's coming. You know, let's summarize this real quick. I know this is like a long article. All right? Let's see what we get. Bear with me. All right, so it says here. It says this investigative report from 404 Media details Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE agencies' acquisition and use of WebLock and Tangle surveillance tools developed by the company Pinlink. These tools allow for granular tracking of mobile devices and social media activity without a warrant. Woo, there you go. Surveillance capabilities, right? Parameter analysis, social media monitoring. All right, they're gonna be watching everything. All right, this is all another component of the beast system. Okay, data sourcing and legal status, blah 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 blah. All right, so on and so forth. All right, so yeah, they're watching everything, man. Surveillance, phones, whatever. All right, that's the power they got. Right? But again, I quoted the scriptures, 2 Ezra 16, they should be like madmen sparing none. Because, hey, the evils are here. All right? I wanted to read that in the NLT, or the GNT, right? 2 Ezra 16, starting at verse 68. All right, this is in the GNT. 2 Ezra 16 and verse 68. It says, a vast mob of people is ready now to descend on you and devour you like flames. All right? There you go. A mass mob of people is ready to descend on you and devour you like flames, man. All right? This is what they're preparing for. Okay? Jacob's trouble, martial law, civil unrest. All right? Prophecy. They will drag some of you off and force you to eat pagan sacrifices. All right, that's why there's been a spirit of, just snatching people up. You know? It says, if you give in to them, they will ridicule you and mock you and humiliate you. In many places near the cities, there would be violent persecution against those who fear the Lord. And this is what we've been saying. All right, that's the time that we speak about often. Jacob's trouble, the straight gate. All right, these things are upon us. The attackers will act like wild people. They will plunder and destroy without pity all those who still fear the Lord. It's the time we in, man. Deadly serious. They will turn them out of their homes and take away all their possessions, right? And they have the ability to do that by law. Right? This is Trump. This is Trump preparing that what's it called? That Gustavo. You know? It says there will be a time of testing for my chosen people, and they will prove to be as pure as refined gold. It's the time of testing, man. Where we're going to be tried. Our faith is going to be put to the test. all right, as they enforce more laws, more rules, all right, to bring that pressure, that persecution, those that speak out against the system, that's not complying to the new beast system that they're coming to pass, and all of that, man. What you put on social media, this ICE thing of them going to door to door, it says, but listen to what the Lord says. Yahweh Shemel Rashad says, my chosen people, the time of terrible suffering is near, but I will rescue you. See that? He should be saved out of it. Don't be afraid or have any doubts. I am your power and I will lead you. So we're going into this thing with full faith in the Lord, man. As this thing gets more intense, all right, and more of these trials come upon America and the people, all right, we're going to be in the midst of it, all right. But the Lord willing, Yahweh Shemel Rashad, continues to cover us as we go through these trials, man. All right, but hey, it's getting serious, it's getting heavier, man. Shalom.